Turn on the torch, light up the flame, time to melt some glass, my friends. There you are, here I am, to explain, to teach, and create again. And I have to admit, my part where I said here I am is a little bit different than where I usually am. And I am set up, well, I'm not, this isn't my setup, this is my son's setup in Michigan. I had my daughter visiting me in North Carolina for a nice long little while, and then she needed to come back home, so I came back. And one of the things I did at one point while I was up here was set up a little torch. As you can see, it's a nice National 6B, and it has, adjustable torch tips. Not a bad torch for its money. And then if you wanted to get bigger torch tips, all you got to do is unscrew one and screw another one back in. I mean, it comes with from 0, I think, which is a very fine line where you could do macro miniature stuff, which is something that I like to do, on upwards of 18 to 36 hole tip that you can put on here and get yourself some nice flame, just like you could out of any GTT or Champion or Bethlehem burner or GTT. I'm awake, half asleep at the same time. The three halves of life: half awake, half asleep, and I have to do this video. No, I've did a little bit of things here, and I'm trying to revamp the way his torch was set up, not by much. One of the things he had was a little slump going on his floor that I equalized out. Otherwise, I'd be about 2 inches shorter at this point. You'd see the almost the tip of the torch with my forehead, and it's like, I don't think I can handle that. Anyway, here, let me. Never mind. I was going to give you a little show of his little torch area, but I still have to get him a few more things. I did get him a 10 liter per minute concentrator over here that he uses. Let me go ahead and do that anyway. Here. Well, where is it? There it is. 10 liter per minute concentrator. And he's got a regular propane tank. And he's got the national torch. And he's got me at the torch at the moment. He has come out a couple of times and melted some things, and it does come in handy. I came out last night, and I had fun making miniature mushroom marbles, which will be up on Facebook as time goes on. I even did a nice little conch shell. And actually, that's what I think I'll do is I'll do a quick conch shell for you guys. And it's been a while since I've been at the torch myself. I don't know. Well, actually, been in front of you guys doing the torch work. I have been sitting down and melting glass and coming up with some new ideas, which I am going to share eventually, but haven't quite gotten there yet. One of them was the lines, the fine lines that you can put into something, and it does make a difference. And let's go from there. Now, this is going to be fun, lighting this torch, because it's a little bit tetchy at best. And we'll see if we can't get there from here. So, got it. Almost first time. That's a good thing. The regulator that he's got this thing on is kind of wonky too, so but he's got the propane on. But you learn to live with some of the things that come up, and in other words, adapt, work around it, and do your best. And sometimes it's easy to overcome, and sometimes it's a little bit frustrating. But It's all in the, if you want to melt some glass, yes, it can get to you and make you really mad, or you can, I wouldn't say ignore it, but work with it so that you can get some results. In my case, yesterday I did, the results I got was, you know, some mushroom pendants and some mushroom marbles, and today I'm going to do I will do a conch shell, and then later on I'll probably do another video for you guys, just because I can. And last night I had a lot of fun setting it up and trying to get it to work, and we'll see how it goes from there. So, without further ado, we're going to make a macro conch shell. Well, not a macro conch, but a conch shell. We're going to use this green. It's something that I put together. Might help. Oh, isn't that nice? I'll be back. Well, it turned out that I forgot to bring these out here. His were in the house and mine were put away at the moment, so now we'll get to a conch shell. Now, to do a conch shell, it's not too bad. You can do the lacy type that I do all the time, or you can do this style, which will work out really well as well. First, you go in about an inch, inch and a half, no, about an inch, and then you create and press in a nice heavy-duty Maria, like so. Okay, we're getting to the Maria. And that will be the cone part of the conch shell. Matter of fact, I'm going to reverse what I was going to do, but this will do it. Now I'm going to come down and bring this out into sort of like a point about, let's say, a ½ inch from that Maria that I made, as you can see. And now what I'm going to do is start making the lip, or the opening to the conch shell, which is basically a little bit of my lace work, as you can see. And with that lace work, I probably will lace it out little bit by little bit until I figure, oh, I've added maybe a ½ inch around the outside edge of the shell. Okay? And at the bottom, you know, you see it flares out in the middle and sort of curves right well. And then at the bottom, all you have to do is just heat it up a little bit and then just sort of bring it out into a point. And that's the bottom to the conch shell. And now I'm going to add a multicolor here, another color for the sort of like bumps that go up to, and spikes that go to the top of the conch shell. And you just heat up, and you can add a little bit more to the top of the conch shell. Matter of fact, I will. Not a lot, just a little. Bring it out into a nice little point, as you can see. And the color that I'm going to use, I've got some gray right here that I'm going to use for the outside bumps of the conch shell. Get it heated and just sort of touch and pull along the line. And as you're doing this, you're spiraling. It's not you know, a complete circle. You keep going and going and going, rounding it right on up to the top tip of the, it's like an ice cream cone thingy, but not quite. Okay? And then I'll add the bumps. Flare it out quite nicely. I add those about every 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch, depending upon. And as you go up, you get a little closer. Okay. One at a time. Till you get to the top, and that'll be good. Make sure it flows in. And you got yourself a conch shell. I'll put a loop or bail on the very top of this. I've been having a lot of fun lately doing miniature marbles and selling them on Facebook. Last couple of weeks I have not done any. I've been sort of very busy with my daughter. I know, excuses, excuses. Just get results. Start doing videos, right? Gotcha. Yeah, I know you've been missing them and I haven't been doing them, so it doesn't help. There we go, and we've got one conch shell. And nice little bail. It'll wear well as a pendant. And they turn out really, really nice. I kind of think so. And all into preferences. I think I'm also going to work on a small marble, but I have to do a little bit of prep work, and I will get back to you and do one more video with the small marble after a little while. So until next time, as always, carpe vitro, and enjoy your day.